So the reason why we're engaging in this work, what we call compassionate systems change, is basically we've focused in the field of education for start. And the reason why we've done that is because there is a deep concern about the declining mental health and well-being of children everywhere in the world where we work. And I, for one, I'm a scientist, and I have such deep and profound love for nature and our natural settings, and my heart is grieving for the state of the world. And I don't think I see that any more expressed in the human systems than the declining well-being of our kids. And I'm also a mother, and I'm also a grandmother, and I have such incredible concerns for the reality that my grandchildren and their friends and loved ones will grow up in. Because if we're continuing on the path we're on now, it looks like a very dire predicament. It's not going to be very fun living in those circumstances. It's unpredictable to say what it'll look like, but one thing we can know is it'll be dramatically different from what we've grown up in. And I would like for my kids and my grandkids and for everybody who grows up in that generation and future generations to be able to have beauty of nature around them and clean oceans and an abundance of wildlife and interconnectedness with other species, and not the dismal future that we're looking at right now. So the reason why we're focusing in education is really because we're focusing on children. One statistics, for example, just to name it, is that in the 10 years that led up to COVID in the United States, the suicide ideation and suicide rates of teenagers throughout the United States increased by 100%. Now, to me, that's a signal from the system that something is so profoundly off. The way we have organized ourselves, the way we have created societies is not conducive for human flourishing. And instead of treating it as individuals who now have to get a diagnosis, or you have anxiety and you have depression and so on, looking at it as feedback from the system that our young ones are taking their own lives because they don't know how to fit in, or whatever the circumstances are. They don't feel that they belong. It's the only species on this planet where our young people, our young ones, are taking their own lives. And somebody has to do something about that. And if we're not doing it, then probably nobody else will. So I feel a deep sense of responsibility that if there are ways in which we can change the trajectory of the future towards greater human and planetary flourishing, then we should do that. And as many people who would like to join in should be able to do that. And I don't think our framework is, this compassionate systems framework, is the be-all, end-all, the only way to do that. But it seems to really work for a good number of people in many different settings, different cultures, different age groups, different stature in life, different religion, different ethnicity, and so on. So the invitation is from our side, anybody who wants to join should be able to join. And I mean, we're partnering with a lot of other people who are in a similar kind of journey or path. And I think in this new paradigm that we're trying to birth into the world, not just us, but many people with us, I feel that the collaborative and integrative approaches will be at the forefront of that. We don't feel that we're competing with anyone, truly. We feel that there is a constant invitation for collaboration, for exchange, for making sure that we do everything we can to change the course of the future, the course that we're on right now. So that's why we're doing this work.